Hello, hello out there, fellow Haxxors. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Haxxor91, and you are tuned into Haxxor91 Secret Subnet. Tonight we're going to be playing some more of King's Quest II, specifically the VGA remake done by AGDI. And then we're going to move straight on to King's Quest 3, or at least the AGI version of King's Quest 3. There are two other versions beyond that, which we'll eventually get to, but those are probably going to be separate. So let me go ahead and switch on over here. And we're going to go ahead and start things up and get moving. So, last time... Let's give this a little watch here first. I'm going to adjust the volume a bit. Oh yeah. Okay, so we are back. Let's go ahead and continue on. So last time we were here, we're going to turn down a few things, the sound volume and everything, just because it is a bit loud. So last time we had just gotten the life gem, and we had been put back on the ground by the lovely Pegasus. And now we need to go after the death gem. But right as we landed, night ascended upon us. And this is where the game goes into its final act. Well, Act 3, I guess there's an Act 4 if you consider when you're inside the door. So let's go ahead. Now, if you're listening in, there's a bell sound going off. And if I remember right, there was an advert for the church saying that it's open from dusk till dawn. Aha, and sure enough it is. So let's go ahead and go on in.
Finding the door unlocked and unbarred, you enter the church.
So in the original version, you would go and pray next to the monk.
You kneel down to pray. You rise again after a few moments. The monk stirs, stands, and turns to face you.
Father, I go now to a place of darkness. While I am stout-hearted, the path laid down before me is unclear. I seek only the knowledge that my passage be illuminated by heavenly favor, and a prayer that I may make it through.
The monk gives you a reassuring smile and pats you on the shoulder. He then lifts a silver cross from around his neck and places it in your hands.
Thank you.
You are welcome, my child.
You can talk?
Of course.
I thought monks were forbidden from speaking.
Not all churches follow the same rules, and this church is quite unique.
Really? How so?
The monk just smiles placidly at you.
Let's give another talk to him.
This crucifix.
I believe you will find the cross to be of immense value. It has come to us at a huge price.
It was expensive?
I mean that it has cost us more than any value to be in possession.
If I may ask, why is it that you only open the church at dusk?
We find the late hours more favorable.
But surely then you would not have many in your congregation.
Yes, that is true.
What do you know of the Count?
Only that he is a heathen, a blasphemer. You serve God well by going there, my child. Bless you.
The monk smiles at you, turns back to the altar, kneels, and resumes his prayers.
Okay, that was kind of ominous. There's a book here. Let's grab the book.
Over the Bible, which appears to be many decades old. You open it and find that an otherwise blank page at the front has been is dated over 20 years ago.
To all those that have heard my word, we are the chosen few, blessed by the spirits of the wild, destined for greatness, concealed by the cloth. There is but one challenge we must overcome before our future can be set in stone. The simple people of Kalima cling still to the memory of their former ruler. Even now, years after his fate's dark turn, they retain their hope that he will not forsake them. As long as this is so, our... Damn it!
You also notice that a page from the Bible has fallen onto the floor. You pick up the fallen page and read it. The words appear to have been written recently. Seems every song ever sung waxes nostalgic with someone.
Okay, that'll become in importance in a moment. Let's see if we can read that again and finish it up. Here we go. As so long as their goal cannot be attained. So, my brothers, it is our duty to see that the land cleanse of its blight. Do not fear our enemy. Our faith, purpose, and power will guide us to the future we were promised. A path has been found to him, O brothers. Let him hear the warning howls. The cloth will be lifted for all time, and our songs will echo the end of him, his influence, and his family. Our time is at hand. Loch Wolf. And hang on, I wasn't quite done there. So yeah, okay. Now, if you remember last time when we were playing, one of the passages... Oh, crap, wolves.
For a minute there, you thought those wolves were going to attack. Curious as to why they didn't, you decide to follow them.
The plot thickens.
You see the monk standing alone outside the church. Then you notice the two wolves approaching him. You are about to yell a warning to the monk, but the words die in your throat as the man steps forward and pats the wolves' heads.
No, my brothers. We must not hurt him. Not yet. He will go to the heathen's abode. He will do what needs to be done. What if he does not? Then, my brothers, we will complete the task before us. The one we began many years ago.
Ominous. So, in case it's...
The church, your heart racing faster with every step. You have a good idea now what will happen once the moon comes out in full, and you do not want to be anywhere near here when it does.
So in case it's not obvious...
Things for sure. You're not getting married in that church.
Yeah, so he's obviously a werewolf. So let's go ahead and give us a save. Werewolf? There, wolf. So we still have a few places we've not properly explored yet. The first would be Grandma's house, but actually there's one other place I need to go back to. We were there semi-recently. Or we were there last session. Here we go.
You tug forcefully at one of the reeds until it finally breaks free. You put it away and carry it with you.
That reed we will absolutely need later. Without it, we are absolutely screwed. So I wanted to get it now before I forgot. Because otherwise I will forget. So now we need to go visit Grandma. Though let's save, because I don't remember in this version if there is a random... I don't think there is.
Oh, sir. Have you seen my little granddaughter? She ventured through the town to buy food for me, but has not yet returned. I fear she may be in peril. The forest is not safe at night.
Okay. So go find Possum / Little Red Riding Hood.
You hear the sound of a child sobbing nearby. As you approach, you recognize the child. It is Possum, the little girl you helped earlier today.
Let's give a talk to her.
attacked you?
No, not by a wolf, a dwarf.
For a moment, you're not sure that
Flint.
A dwarf, did you
You
say?
attacked Possum.
She stared at me, took my food, and then ran away.
Listen, I'm going to try to find this dwarf that you say stole your food. You get back to your grandma, understand?
Possum nods, says a soft thank you, and heads back home.
Okay. So now we go to the dwarf's house. He's right there.
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
So if I remember rightly, we have to go wait like up here for him. So let's go ahead and save. And let's give it a new name. Dwarf. I don't remember if it's when we enter the screen or if we just kind of wait here. Let's wait here for a minute. I think he leaves actively. Maybe not? Oh, no, we have to be further back. That's what it is.
You watch as a little man runs out of the door, which has been built into a tree. You surmise that you have found the culprit's home. The vague aroma of chicken soup confirms it. That fiend.
All right, let's quickly go ahead. No, get your ass in there, Graham. Oh, maybe it's...
Finding the door ajar.
Okay, we had to use the hand on it. So down the ladder. This time it's a lot easier instead of trying to navigate with bad AGI controls.
That's not a knife. The knife you found under a rock one time? Now that was a knife.
Nah. Okay, so let's quickly go in here into the chest.
Upon opening the trunk, you find a number of items
excuse me.
that the dwarf has obviously stolen and stashed away. Among them are some gold coins. They display the distinctive face of the first king. They could only have come from the magic chest of Daventry.
Bastard.
You close the chest.
Now I don't think we... No, we can't get the knife. But we're going to grab the chicken soup.
You grab the handle of the bubbling pot of chicken soup. You take it with you.
All right, now we need to beat Cheeks out of here.
You hear the latch fall into place again as the door closes behind you.
So you've actually kind of locked the dwarf out. Let's go ahead and save because I don't think there's a way to fuck up, but just in case. Back on in to Grandma's.
Welcome. Come in, please. Possum told me to expect you.
All right, let's go ahead and warm the soup up.
You place the now cold chicken soup over the crackling fire once more. After it heats up to eating temperature, you remove it again.
And Grandma, you need some soup.
Give the soup to Possum's grandma. Introduce yourself and wait courteously while the frail elderly lady eats the nourishing meal. When she is finished, she sets the empty bowl down elsewhere and turns her attention towards you.
Let's give her a talk.
If you would like to speak with me for a while, I would welcome your company.
Totally.
A person should never turn away a visitor, especially when she reaches the twilight of her life.
You can't help but feel a sense of finality in the old woman's words.
You must have something in return for your kindness. You do not need to risk your safety for an old, worn-out woman like myself. Look under the bed. You should find something to keep you a little warmer on a cold night like this.
So before we do that, I'm going to turn down the music just a tad. Because, yeah, it's overpowering the speech a bit.
You peer under the bed and find a thick black cloak. Lying atop it is a beautiful ruby-encrusted ring. You pick
Ooh, rubies.
I could not possibly take these fine things from you.
Oh, please. I want you to have them. Nights in Kolima are cold. Believe me. As for the ring, well, perhaps it is better that I do not have it to remind me.
As you wish.
Let's talk to her some more.
You have a charming young granddaughter.
Grandma smiles at you graciously.
She is a treasure to me. I would do anything to ensure that no harm comes to her.
If I may inquire, what became of her parents?
Grandma frowns, and her eyes darken for a moment before she forces a melancholy smile to her face.
They were lost to us many years ago. I am afraid dear Possum never really knew her parents.
It must have been a daunting task raising a child by yourself, especially at your
At my age, I am certainly not as young as I used to be, and there is no shame in that. I have tried to raise her as best I could to keep her safe and well. However, I fear that as of late the reverse has become truer.
If you please, I was hoping you might tell me of the cloak and ring's origin.
The old woman closes her eyes as if the memory she seeks is painful to her senses.
They were my husband's. He was a proud man, the last of his line. His family had been rich, a great deal of old money, you might say. They lived in that castle you might have seen to the north. Its location upon that island is evidence of how much they valued their privacy. He was a good man, my husband. He took care of me. Certainly he had his strange habits. Most men do, if you would pardon me for saying so. I suspect that he practiced magic, so I could never catch him in the act. He would frequently journey afar, taking that black cloak with him wherever he went, to places he would not talk about. He said that it represented something important to a certain group of people, and that I was never to mention it to anyone. But he was always there for me, always, until that fateful night. We had been married just over a year, and I was heavy with child. We were both out walking in the weirwood forest late one night. The air was warm, and in our youth we paid little attention to the world and its many dangers. Besides, there was a full moon. We could see clearly enough. A shadow passed over us.
Oh no, a bat!
Thinking it might have been a stray cloud. It was not. Descending upon us like a demon was the largest, most hideous bat I had ever seen. Its fangs were bared, and it dove straight for me. I must have screamed. My husband flung himself in front of me to protect me. He swung his arms about frantically in hopes of warding the horrid thing away. Perhaps he was trying to cast a spell, but could not recall how in his panic. It paid him no heed and would not be deterred. It swooped again and again, relentlessly. At one point, my husband's hand must have clipped the bat's wing because it lost control and crashed into his shoulder. He tried to wrest the foul creature away, but then he shrieked suddenly. The horrid thing had bitten him. He never did recover from that incident. He just faded with each passing hour. Within 2 days of the attack, my husband had died. We buried him on his family's plantation on the island. Sometimes when I sleep, I can feel him watching over me, guarding me, protecting me. I think he is waiting for my time to come, so we can be together always.
The old lady seems to be dozing off. You can barely hear her final words.
I miss him so.
Telling the story has clearly taken a great deal out of her. You watch the old woman a moment and notice her labored breathing as she sleeps. Despite the little girl's tireless daily efforts, perhaps there's nothing more to be done.
So Grandma's nearing death. Oh, meanwhile.
Sister Agatha, my dear, tell me you have good news.
The king has arrived in totally exaggerated.
He's still alive.
For now, but that will change soon, I think. The king has discovered that one of the gems he seeks is in the possession of a colleague of ours. Do you remember? Caldor.
Yes. Is he still trustworthy?
Totally. Still sharp, and there's no questioning his loyalty. My humblest apologies, father, but would it not have been simpler for you to have dealt with Graham personally?
Fool! Imagine the ensuing chaos where Daventry's king murdered in his homeland. How then would I be able to search for the item?
I see.
Failure is not an option.
Understood, father.
Keep me informed, preferably of good King William's death.
Okay, so, basically, Grandma married Count Caldor. Count. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on over towards the swamp so that we can go visit Caldor's estate. Okay, so first things first. Let's take a look at the swamp here.
The water looks foul, and it reeks of something even fouler. You strongly suspect that it may be tainted by poison.
So it's always useful to have a poisoned weapon. We're gonna take the needle.
Very carefully, you bend down and soak the tip of the needle in the foul, toxic water.
Cool. We have a poisoned needle, and we're gonna take that needle and we're gonna stick it on into our reed.
The silver needle fits perfectly into the end of this hollow reed, making a sturdy pea shooter. The coating of deadly poison makes the needle a lethal projectile.
Cool. So we have an option for later. Now, getting through the swamp. This is one of those puzzles where if you don't go the right way, you're going to get lost. So they gave us a hint.
You read the Bible page again. Seems every song ever sung waxes nostalgic with someone.
So the first letter of each of those words is the direction we go. So south, east, south, east. Let's double check. We can check this as many times as we like, thankfully.
You read seems every
Southeast,
song
southeast,
ever sung.
southwest. And this changes each game. There's a bunch of different ones that you can get.
You
So it's
every song
north, west, south. North, west, and south. Aha! There it is. The castle. So, last time we had to put on... Well, let's put the cross on.
place the silver cross and chain around your neck and wear it as a necklace.
But last time we had on the cloak and the ruby ring. So let's do that again.
With a flourish, you fling the black cloak around your neck and fasten it.
Oh, yeah, and we even get a sprite this time. And the ring.
You are now wearing the beautiful ruby ring.
Let's talk.
I need passage. I said,
I heard. The ghoul's voice chills you to the bone. It speaks with a deep, resonating bitterness. You cannot make out a great deal of its face, but what you can see has the hairs on the back of your neck standing on end.
In life, I would row this boat for the master. Long ago was my untimely death in these waters. But still, I remember many things. Laughter, tears, joy,
And the fact that he can say pain without any lips is very impressive.
May I cross, Sir Boatman?
You have come to raid the Master's house. This I know, but care not about. You should be warned, though. The Master is not what he once was. Never has this lad known a kinder, more compassionate, and nobler ruler than he. But his fate has long since been decided. Down a dark path he now treads, and he feels naught for anyone, nor anything, save for one other. And even that is a rare trait for a Nosferatu.
You freeze. Neither the Door of Destiny nor Neptune mention this count as being undead.
So, yep, classic vampires versus werewolves.
If I may ask, Sir Boatman, how did the swamp come to be here? Is it natural?
No, the ground you stand upon was once farming land and dwellings for the peasantry.
How did it come to be like this?
A score of years passed after the Master died, and a great morass opened up, covering the surrounding land with slime and poisoned water. Once rich and fertile, now it is no longer.
The Count has caused this?
It is believed so. For why else would his own castle be spared?
Ah, thank you, Sir Boatman.
The boatman.
So, I think we need to pay for passage.
The boatman accepts your
Yeah, there we go.
motions for you to climb into the boat. The shrouded ghoul paddles across the toxic lake to the shore on the other side.
Okay, and we still have some coins. Nice. So we need to take that magical sugar cube.
After swallowing the magic sugar cube, you get a feeling of invincibility. The sharp thorns brush against your skin. However, instead of feeling intense pain, you only experience a slight tingling sensation. Evidently, the magic sugar cube did its job.
Yeah, magic sugar cube. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. And
When you speak to the ghosts, they utter a mournful wail. As you approach the ghosts wearing the black cloak, they seem to notice you, and then begin to drift away towards the cemetery.
okay, so this is where the game differs tremendously. So in the original, you had to fool the boatman by wearing the cloak and the ring. In this one, he recognizes you for what you are. And in the original, the ghosts just kind of leave you alone. They're just there for atmosphere. In this case, you actually have to get rid of them with the cloak. And instead of the crucifix being used elsewhere, you use it as a lock.
You push the crucifix into the cross-shaped keyhole. It fits. You hear a click, and the door unlocks. You push the heavy wooden door open, take a deep breath, and step nervously inside the castle entrance. The moment you enter the great hall of the castle, you begin shivering uncontrollably, and not just from the cold. This place has an air of death wherever you go. As if creeping around this huge castle was not enough, knowing full well that an undead creature resides here would unnerve even the most stout-hearted of adventurers. You feel desperate to get what you came for, and anxious to leave as quickly as possible.
So, something I'd like to point out, we don't happen to have a wooden stake here. Just saying that is a thing. However, there is a shovel. Let's grab the shovel. And let's go upstairs. I don't think there's anything up here that we need. No, okay. Come on. Through the door, please. We'll go back there later. For now, let's just go up here. A dining room.
This is just a small storage room. Rows of red wine barrels are neatly stacked and piled along the wall. At least you think they contain wine. Seeing nothing else of importance, you head back into the dining room.
Okay, so we need to find... Shit. The place to light the... Maybe we do have to go back here. The candle. We need to light the candle. Ah, there we go. Okay. So a library. Nice. So let's go ahead and take our candle here.
You hold your candle up to the candelabra flame. It catches. Your candle is now lit.
Oh, it was just saying that the candle helps light our way down. So we don't trip, basically, is what it comes down to. Just saving again.
The thick black cloak that you are wearing hampers your efforts to lift the coffin lid. Try removing the cloak first.
Hey, Philosophus, how are you? So we've got to remove our cloak.
You remove the black cloak again. Nervously, you lift the heavy lid of the elegant coffin. You peek into its red satin interior. The coffin is unoccupied, and you feel relief wash over you.
Okay, let's take a look inside.
As you prepare to look inside the coffin,
Oh, good, good. Uh-oh.
turn on your heel. There, blocking the only exit from this dismal room, stands the Count. His skin is pale, his eyes jet black. He wears a black cloak nearly identical to the one that you possess.
You know me?
Ah, yes indeed. Sister Hagatha alerted me to your arrival, dear king.
Desperate to stall for time,
Yeah, about that.
Sister Hagatha, you say? Who is she?
the Count regards you with a suspicious glare.
Though I suspect you already know the answer, Hagatha is a charming mage who does as she pleases in this land.
Strange. I was not aware a new ruler had been elected.
Do not be foolish. Hagatha has no interest in the politics of this wretched place, nor do I in point of fact. Death tends to diminish one's taste for power. No. At present, she is interested only in one thing. As am I, your destruction.
The Count no longer appears
Oh, crap.
in an instant. You are flat against the wall. The Count has you pinned so well you can't move a muscle, much less put up a defense. You can feel the Count's iron-cold hand on your throat. You have barely seconds before the inevitable happens.
Okay, so we need to think fast. What do we got here that might interest him? Well, there's the ring. Let's do that.
With difficulty, you manage to loosen the ruby ring from your finger and drop it to the floor. The Count's eyes dart to it quickly, then flash angrily back to you.
Where did you get that?
The elderly woman who lives in a house to the south of here, near the beach. She gave it to me for helping her.
The Count regards you for a moment. His dark eyes bore unendingly into yours, and you feel as if your very soul is bare.
What do you know of her?
She is not well.
I know. Do you think I am not?
It's sort of a quick time event. You don't have very long to do it. Let's put it that way. You will die if you don't act quickly.
Appetizing.
Night is the most dangerous of times for my mortal family. I have kept constant vigil over my wife for many years, so that from the darkness, no harm would come to her. When
I also know this game really well,
we will be together.
so I know what to do.
I think Tonight will be the night. I have seen her this very eve. I did what I could to help her, but I do not think it was enough.
Well, and not only that, but it at least pauses the game for you when you're in your inventory. So it does give you time, but you basically have to when it's unpaused, you don't have very long, maybe 10 seconds.
Giant bat fly out of the room. You realize with dread that the Count has confiscated your crucifix. Without it, you are trapped in this castle. Now, what are you going to do?
Okay, so let's see here. Let's take a look in the coffin.
Peer into the ornate coffin. Finding it unoccupied, you see that the interior is lined with shiny red satin. At long last,
Ooh, there it is.
the final gem, the death gem.
Yoink!
Breathe deeply, reach out and take the stone in your hands. It is ice cold to the touch, but you don't care. This is the last thing you need to unlock the door of destiny. Now all you have to do is get out of here.
Quickly, while the vampire is distracted. Let's get out of here. But we can't come out the way we came in because he took our key to the front place, the crucifix. So, I vaguely remember when we were upstairs that there was a window. So let's boogie up there and let's do a quick save here. Windows.
Seeing no other possible escape route, you climb onto the ledge and carefully lower yourself outside, hoping to find a decent foothold. It is a long way down.
Okay, so we gotta be careful here. Thankfully, this is no Jack and the Beanstalk situation. It's not nearly as difficult. Uh-oh. Bat.
Suddenly, you hear a switching noise in your ear. It's joined by two others.
Oh no!
You instinctively try to brush whatever it is away, but in doing so, lose your hold on the bricks and fall backwards. Time slows as you fall, and your world turns black.
Just some tea. Sorry if the slurping is a bit noisy. Yeah, it's a combo of green tea, ginger, turmeric, rose leaf, peppercorns that are ground up, and also Szechuan peppercorns that have been ground up. Oh, geez. Well, I'm glad they caught you.
Our guest has awoken, my love.
Ah, good evening, dear king. I do not believe we have been properly introduced. I am Count Kaldor, former lord of the realm of Colima. May I present
Yeah, it's quite the elaborate tea.
Lavidia,
A pleasure to see you again.
in gratitude to you for alerting me to my wife's grave condition. I took the liberty of preparing you a dish. I thought you might be hungry after your harrowing adventure at my window. You will forgive us if we do not join you. Our tastes differ from yours, do they not, my darling?
You shudder to think what different tastes actually means, but for some reason you note that you can no longer hear any rats squeaking in the distance.
Indeed, so much to become accustomed to.
You shall have all the time that the world has to share to grow accustomed to such things. Well, perhaps 30 years. Should the father locate the item by then, there might not be enough world left for anyone afterwards.
As this father, it was why you frequently went abroad, always with that cloak of yours.
Most certainly. But I think that my
So, yeah, before you joined Philosophus,
has come to a
the woman on the right was an old lady, grandma.
beloved too often. I do not wish to repeat that mistake.
And she was married to Count Calder before he died.
Their attention, which seemed to have wavered momentarily, now redirects back to you.
Well, well, well. What to do with this one?
What were you going to do with him?
Kill him. I had quite clear instructions from Haxxor, who had apparently received them from the father himself.
But if you are not, as you say, affiliated with his association anymore,
They both share a knowing smile.
tell us, King Graham, why are you here in Colima?
You take a deep breath, trying to ignore the fact that you are the only one capable of doing so, and relate your story of the vision in the magic mirror and your quest to find the 3 gems of nature. The Count and Countess exchange cryptic smiles.
Romancing the stone.
She said it. She said the title.
That was a private joke, as you did not understand it.
So you search for the one with which you would share the rest of your life. On that I cannot fault you, nor on your intentions here. Therefore, I can forgive the trespassing. However, there is the matter of the dark gem you wish to remove from my castle.
Ah, yeah, about that. Sorry.
I place a deal before you. I am looking for a magnificent sapphire-encrusted tiara. It is a valuable family heirloom and has been on this estate for centuries. This castle and its estate are old, though. It could be virtually anywhere, in any number of hiding places. I suspect there are many that even I am not aware of. I wish to present this tiara to my wife as a gift to commemorate the eternity we shall spend together. If you can find it and bring it to me before sunrise, then I will give you the gem you seek and your freedom.
Sweet. And if not?
You nod, unable to believe that you have virtually been ushered away from death's door just so you could run an errand for a couple of vampires. You do not want to think about the consequences if you fail to meet the deadline.
So, out of the frying pan and into the fire. So, let's first of all grab this ham.
The ham from the dining table.
And let's go ahead and save. Tiara. So, I'd like to point out that the tiara is the treasure that you would have originally found in the original game in the castle. Let's go explore a bit.
You see a young woman sitting on the dusty floor. She has a book in her lap entitled Little Red Riding Hood.
I wish I could read this story. All the pretty words.
The book tells the story of a young girl who met a wolf in the forest.
The young woman's head snaps up. Her black eyes drill into your own. You gasp as you realize you are looking at yet another vampire. Just how many has the Count made tonight? The young woman's lips transform from hungry to, fortunately, pleasant recognition.
So you are the guest of my grandfather's house. I was hoping I would meet you again.
The woman is startlingly beautiful, but in an eerie, unnatural way. You find yourself unable to speak for a moment. She does look somewhat familiar, but from where?
Oh, my handsome gentleman does not recognize me?
Should I?
You remember the basket, the soup?
With a start, you recognize the young woman. She's grown and matured considerably since you last saw her. The little girl, Possum, has been transformed completely into this. She has traded her small ruby cloak for a dazzling satin robe of the same color.
Are you unhappy with my appearance?
No, it's just that you have me at a disadvantage. I do not know your real name.
Anastasia.
A beautiful name.
Yes, 'twas one of the few things my parents left me before they died. They're probably buried somewhere on this island, as a matter of fact. What do you seek here?
You explain your so far unsuccessful attempt to locate the tiara. The young woman looks thoughtful for a moment, then suddenly snaps her fingers. A discarded pile of books shift aside from the floor, and a single black book is revealed underneath. She appraises the black book with indignant incomprehension, then holds it out towards you. You take the book from Anastasia's hand.
I do not suppose that has anything to do with it, but it must be about something important.
Okay, so let's take a look see at this book here.
You open the book and are surprised to discover not pages, but a hollowed-out section in which sits a silver key. The key's handle resembles the shape of a sleeping child. There also appears to be something written on the back cover of the book.
All right, so let's take a look-see at the book.
In the hollow, you can see that the inside back cover has been written on. Some words have been scrawled onto the paper. They are faded, but still mostly legible.
If treasure you seek, dear to my heart, tales of fiction is where you must start. Find first the beauty with stepsisters two, then visit the huts that the big bad wolf blew. The girl with no flock will usher your way to the little old man who spins gold out of hay. Those two star-crossed lovers shall be your last guide. They'll lead you to riches that pirates did hide. What you earnestly seek shall now truly be yours. Though get it part wrong, and you'll be greeted by maws.
The writing scrawled on the back cover
don't.
If treasure you seek, dear to my heart, tales of fiction is where you must start. Find first the beauty with stepsisters too. Then visit the huts that the big bad wolf blew. The girl with no flock will usher your way to the little old man who spins gold out of hay. Those two star-crossed lovers shall be your last guide. They'll lead you to riches that pirates did hide. What you earnestly seek shall now truly be yours. Though get it part wrong, and you'll be greeted by maws. This would appear to be the classic fiction section.
So let's go ahead and take a look-see here, because those are all book titles. And actually, before we do anything, let's talk to her again.
The book contains instructions pertaining to the bookshelf, I think.
Read it to me.
You do so.
Why, yes. It tells you how you'd find a book from there. You have to simply follow the directions. I am sure you will figure it out.
What is Moz?
That's pretty terrifying.
You will not bother me, seeing as how I am not at all appetizing to him. You, on the other hand, will be precisely his cup of tea.
Anastasia's face lights up suddenly.
If you want, I can make you like me. That way, you'd be safe.
It would have sounded to you like a generous, innocent suggestion from a sweet girl, if it did not involve large losses of essential bodily fluids on your part. You politely decline the offer.
Wise. So I'll say this. I really like the fact that they aged her up. It's a lot less creepy than having a little tiny girl there. So let's go ahead and go back. And during the reading of it last, I took a picture because having to go back and forth between the two is a real pain in the ass. So let's go ahead and figure this out. The first one is find first the beauty with stepsisters two. So that's Cinderella. Ah, there it is. And then visit the... Oh, you know what? Before we do that, let's visit Moz. Just because it's a cute animation. I love the tentacles.
You become acquainted with the greatest book critic of all time.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do this now. Proper. So, Cinderella. Visit the huts that the big bad wolf blew. So that's the three little pigs. It's just a matter of figuring out which one that is. It's been a number of years, so I don't remember where all of them are. And yeah, we do have only until morning, but it's not really timed. Or at least if it is, I don't know that it is. I don't think it is. Alright, where's Three Little Pigs? I want to say that it's on the top shelf, but I could be completely wrong. Yeah, okay, these are all, those are all Shakespeare. Okay, so let's go down a bit further. Little Miss Muffet. Oh, no, Three Little Kittens, not pigs. That's a very different tale. Jeez. This Little Piggy, that's quite different. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, no. So, like, this is a puzzle that I honestly don't particularly think is the best one. Because it requires you to know outside knowledge in order to solve it. Without knowledge of these fairy tales, you can't complete this puzzle. Jeez, where the fuck are Three Little Pigs? Oh, there it is. Three Little Pigs. Then after that is The Girl with No Flock Will Usher Your Way, so Bo Peep. Yeah, no, exactly. These are all fables that it's referring to. So if you don't have any knowledge, some cultures have different ones. So, this requires outside knowledge of it, and I don't like that. You should be able to solve these kind of puzzles without necessarily having exterior knowledge. Now, King's Quest does use a lot of fairy tales in them. In fact, the next one, King's Quest 4, or no, sorry, not 3. King's Quest 4 has a shit ton of them. It's got like the Seven Dwarves. It's got the Frog Princess. It's got Jack and the Beanstalk. It's got a bunch. And that's true in all of the King's Quests to an extent, but it's particularly bad in the earlier ones. Little Bo Peep. There we go. That was the one, right? I said the Girl with No Flock Will Usher Your Way. Yeah. Then, To the Little Old Man Who Spins Gold Out of Hay. That's Rumpelstiltskin. Those Two Star-Crossed Lovers. That's Romeo and Juliet. And the first time I did this, I did not know that that's what it was called. I actually had to ask about to find out that it was Romeo and Juliet.
A new book has appeared on the third shelf down.
There we go.
Located the correct book. You pluck it from the shelf and read its title, Treasure Island. What is this? There seems to be a lock binding the cover shut. The keyhole requires a small, thin key.
Okay. So now that we've got our book, we can use the key that was in the other one to unlock the new one.
The key fits perfectly into the lock. You turn it and hear a soft click. The book is now open.
All right, let's take a look-see.
Skimming through the book, you find that a map has been sketched onto the last page. Close scrutiny reveals it is a top-down layout of the castle and its surrounding grounds. According to this, the tiara has been buried near one of the graves. You shudder, hoping that this is not going to be a case of digging all night while trying to avoid unearthed zombies. There's also a small piece of writing near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
So the zombies is reference is talking about King's Quest 4. because you've got to dig up a bunch of graves in that one as well.
I would
So,
only one thing as payment for helping you find that book.
Of course.
Would you be so kind as to take this bracelet and place it on my mother's grave? I believe she wanted me to have it while I was alive. Now, it seems no longer appropriate to keep it. Thank you. I must retire now. It will not be long before sunrise. Good night, Graham.
Good night, Anastasia.
okay, so let's go ahead and exit on out. And the graveyard is this away. So, before we approach anything else,
They utter a mournful wail.
let's let them know that we're friendly and show the bracelet.
The ghosts seem to relax slightly. You wonder if it is now safe to approach them and enter the cemetery. Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian, 1646 to 1668. Loving parents of Anastasia, beloved son and daughter-in-law of Count Caldor and Countess Lavidia, our enemies be warned. Their untimely deaths shall be avenged.
So let's go ahead and place the bracelet there.
Place the bracelet on the grave. It immediately sinks down into the earth. The ghosts do not respond at first. Then one of them drifts toward you. It nods, almost sadly. The ghost seems to want to say something, but appears unable. Its face, though transparent and hazy, is lined with grief and torment. Its facial features waver into focus. The ghost is female.
We understand that our daughter will never be joining us now. No longer do we need wait for her. Now we journey to the realm of the dead, where its Lord waits to judge us. Farewell.
Another reference.
Bow your head and cross your heart out of respect. While looking downward, you notice that a beautiful gold ring now lies at your feet.
So let's grab the ring.
You lift the gold ring from the ground and carefully place it in your pocket.
So the Lord of the Dead actually refers to Samhain. We'll see him in King's Quest VI. Yeah, no, the ghosts are really creepy. They did a really good job.
Turner, date of death 89, casualties of the Rose War.
So we're looking for...
Olga. There was an old couple named Olga and Stovich, who in truth made quite a nice pair. They lived with each other for many long years, till they wound up in each other's hair. Date of death, 1567. Alfred Chamberlain, 810 to 810. He'd not seen his first sunrise, felt not the warmth of dawn. All who saw him wept and cried. To this world he'd come stillborn. Count Christopher Evere, 1175 to 1200. The young Evere, his time so near, said he, my dear, lend me your ear. Please do not fear, my life ends here.
So I want to say that that's the grave. Let's double check, because it's been a number of years. Let's reread this.
According to this, the tiara has been buried. There is something written near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
Okay, so that's the one, because the date of death is 1200. A first, 1. Second, 2. Double of nothing, 00, 1200. So that's where we're digging. And you will die if you dig up the wrong grave.
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard. There is an open hole.
Let's go ahead and take a look.
You reach down, open the coffin, and look inside. You search through the belongings of the deceased. According to the headstone, they belong to a Count Christopher Evere. After some tentative searching, you find a parchment. It appears to be the last will and testament of Larman Odnarb, healer. This isn't right. You run your eyes over the parchment. It's dated 1200, the same as the date on the headstone. However, the instructions pertaining to his burial were for Larman to be placed near his family at the church's cemetery. Oh dear.
So, looks like the tiara is elsewhere. And we're running out of time. So we need to go back to the church. Let's go ahead and head on back.
You climb back into the decrepit rowboat, and the shrouded ghoul ferries you back across the lake.
And if I remember rightly, yeah, it automatically takes us out of the swamp. It's only going in that we have to do that stupid extra thing. So let's head on back to the church, saving as we go, because... Oh, fuck! That's right. There's one more thing I forgot to do. Shit. We have to go back to Grandma's house, and I hope we can get in. Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
You have no
Is it under... There we go.
look beneath it. To your surprise, you discover a small bottle of ointment. A label on the side reads, Wolfbane. Being very careful not to smash it, you take the ointment and put it in your pocket.
Excuse me. So, this is actually an optional piece. You don't have to get this item, but it'll get us a better score. And I think we're still on track to get full points. So, I just needed to make sure I got that. Otherwise, I think we're ready to get it, to get everything. So let's go ahead and we're going back to the church. Oh, thank you. Yeah, just bad sneeze. Okay, we got to go through the actual church.
Your heart beats faster and faster as you push on the handle of the church door. It opens, and you nervously step in.
Yeah, so you see up here the score where it says 128 out of 185. That shows you the score that you have of the maximum that you can get. So this was not here before.
Brown robes on the floor, similar to the one worn by the monk you met earlier. A strange pattern has been drawn on the floor, adorned with candles and peculiar objects.
So let's go ahead and grab this book here.
The book. It is a journal written by Lowolf, head monk of the Church of Kalima. Flipping through it, you see a paragraph with a name you recognize.
It is frustrating, as always, dealing with Count Kaldor and his ilk. He is just as his father, perhaps even worse. He insists that Kalima be pushed forward to enlighten its peasantry. Can he not see that its path leads to ruin? How can the people retain their moral goodness if their minds are filled with knowledge of the wider world and all of its sin?
You turn a few more pages and choose another interesting-looking paragraph.
Gotcha. No, that's the score. A wonderment that was discovered in the forest this night. The spirits of the wild, long thought to be only legend, appeared to us and saw fit to grant my brethren and I its most blessed of gifts. Such power we now have. Our forms can be abandoned in favor for any other, and I am to be their leader. They are most powerful. They are bound to me inextricably. Its spirits have made promises for greater things to come for us. Oh, it fills me with such longing, the endless possibilities. What will we achieve with our abilities? I am restless. I must leave for a time. The moon is full, and I feel the urge to join my pack as they run. Perhaps we will hunt. Perhaps we will kill. My mind is now clear. Damn it.
Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it.
Yeah, so the way that these games work, Philosophus, is there are multiple ways to solve a bunch of the puzzles. And some of them will get you more points. Usually the non-violent ways will get you more points. So I think this is it.
1200 to 1256.
Not that one. There we go. This is the guy.
5 to 1200. Dear old Larman was a healer, cured many a deadly fever. One he caught that bitter day, healed not himself and passed away.
Oh, nope, not what I want. Okay, so we want to take our lovely old shovel.
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard. There is a freshly dug hole beneath one of the headstones. With bated
There we go.
Open the box. There it is. The tiara. As you retrieve the tiara from its final resting place, you let out a loud, relieved sigh. You feel as if the coming sunrise will be the most glorious sight you will ever behold, considering how close you
All right, talk to you later, Philosophus. Thanks for joining.
Now don't delay.
And yeah, see you on Friday.
Back to the castle.
Uh-oh. Werewolves.
You freeze as a wolf's howl sends shivers down your spine. You force yourself to turn and face nothing. Your anxiety must be causing you to hear things.
Okay, so now we have got to hightail it back. So we've got the tiara. And this is where we're going to use the wolfsbane.
You can't use that.
No, come on.
You rub
There we go.
green ointment all over your skin.
And this stuff wears off really quickly, so...
Warning, a wolf darts out of the dark forest and dashes towards you, and this time it's running directly at you. Sensing the wolfbane ointment on your skin, the wolf quickly turns and flees back into the forest.
So there's a couple of ways to do this. The one is the wolfsbane. The other is to use your sword to kill the wolf. And actually, there's several wolves if you kill them. But we're taking the non-violent one, so we use the wolfsbane.
The wolfbane ointment has worn off.
Yeah, see, it's quick. Thankfully, that's the only time that they show up is that screen. Or at least, that's the only time that we have to worry about it. Okay, that's right. We have to go by Hagatha's cave. And I don't think the Batman thing can trigger on the... on that screen during the night. Let's see. Southeast, southeast. So, oh, crap. Come on. South. East. South. East. And because I don't want to screw it up, I think it's southwest next, but I don't want to take a chance. Southwest. And then it was northwest, west, south, I believe. Let's just do another save, because I don't want to have to repeat this. Northwest, south. Okay. All right, back to the castle. Phew. Fuck.
Something is wrong here. There is no boat, no boatman, and...
Ah. Uh-oh.
no escape.
Ruh-roh. There, Wolf. So, let's try and talk this out.
To chat after he's torn you to shreds.
Okay, so we actually have our weapon. We're going to use our lovely little poison blow dart and... Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, Boatman's back. Sweet. Hey, dude.
I see you have met the Brotherhood of the Pack.
Where were you?
Today, a man who had assumed your appearance boarded my boat.
So if you remember...
When we reached the other side, I perceived the flaws of his disguise and dispatched him instantly. The Count has been wary of the Brotherhood of the Pack for many years now. In obtaining what he asked for and ridding this land of their leader, you have served him doubly well this night.
So if you remember, it said that he could assume any form in that reading.
Paddles across the toxic lake to the shore on the other side.
So that's who it was.
You re-enter the huge wooden doors castle's main dining room. As expected, you find a count and countess awaiting you.
You have performed admirably. Not only have you found the tiara I sought, you have rid me and this land of the deceptive and secretive Brotherhood of the Pack. They have committed many atrocities against my family, such as the deaths of our son and daughter-in-law. I have been forced to remain secluded all these years, unable to serve my homeland as I should, to evade the relentless pursuit of wiping out my entire family line.
Is the Brotherhood really gone? Some of those wolves escaped.
The rest of the pack followed the wolves that ambushed you. However, without their leader, they will find themselves as lost in mind as they are now in body. Whether human, wolf, or any other form, their hastened passage through my swamp will not see a return to their den. Of that I can assure you.
You have trapped them all in the swamp? The entire pack?
An endless flight through the mire awaits them. Should my long-stilled heart ever feel pity again, perhaps one day I shall free them.
As you listen to the Count's cold, unforgiving tone, you thank your lucky stars that he no longer sees you as a threat, at least not for the time being.
I release you from my service, dear king. The nearing dawn no longer signifies an uncertain future for you.
Hell yeah! The Death Gem.
Death Gem. Finally, you have all 3 stones in your possession. You feel a pang of anticipation as you realize that all you need to do now is take them to the door of destiny.
Hell yeah!
The Countess has nothing more to say to you at the moment.
Alright, well, let's head out.
I wish you the best, dear king.
A word of advice, King Graham. Once you have found the lady you seek, protect her with all your strength. Never leave her side, and place no importance above that of her well-being. Give your life for hers if it should ever come to that. Love can last an eternity, but your loved one can be lost in an instant. Heed those words, my king, and farewell.
Yeah, like I said, this remake is just so good. Much better than the original.
And the shrouded ghoul ferries you back across the lake.
And don't get me wrong, I get the first one was... It was good for the time, but, like, compared to this... This is the definitive version for me. Meanwhile...
Well, it would appear that our Count's loyalty was to be questioned after all. Keldor has decided to leave us, now that he again has his wife at his side.
No one has ever done my service before.
Yes, Father, it is most regrettable.
It is unthinkable.
Yes, Father, it is quite unthinkable.
It is up to you then, Sister Agatha.
Yes, Father, it is, pardon?
You will have to deal with it yourself. If Graham dies abroad, the crown will pass to me. And with it, the item will be known to me at long last.
Father, are you sure? It is an ancient legend.
It does exist, and I will find it. Do you hear me, Agatha? Graham is not to return to Daventry alive.
Damn, this father guy is not a very nice daddy.
Lighter than the last time you were here, and some of the heavy mist has lifted. Day must be dawning.
Let's see. Can we say bye?
The boatman has nothing more to say.
Okay, fair enough. It was worth a try. Okay, so, now that it's daytime again, before we go to the Door of Destiny, I know we do kind of want to run there, but I want to do something else first. I really want to go back to the library, because sometimes there's new books, and that will affect our final score. And I'm trying for the full score. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I think I might. But in order to do so, we've got to make sure we get all those damn books. All right. Into the library. And let's go ahead and save before we do anything else. Let's go for... next morning. Let's see what's already out.
This book is entitled The Annual Book of General Knowledge. Browsing through it, you notice an interesting excerpt.
Did you know eating certain types of fish has remarkable transformative effects? Eating white snake allows communication with the natural animal world. Cookies make good camouflage. The rumor about unicorns and who can see them is not true. Mixing animal hair in lotions and potions can cause intriguing side effects. Goats are the natural enemies of trolls. Wands are like pets. Life is a box of chocolates. Some worlds were created perfectly by the gods, while others are left to be recreated. Fairy dust loses its effectiveness with age. A wise man reads the lines in sand for direction, and all you need is love. So, a bunch of different references to things within King's Quest, this game, general knowledge, pop culture, lots of things. Any others?
Could you recommend another good book?
No.
I'm sorry?
No. You have read every last one of our good books. The only other title you may find vaguely interesting is this one.
The librarian points to the book sitting on her desk.
Okay. So, nope, that's it. That's all of them. Good. Okay, so now that we've gotten that done, let's head toward the Door of Destiny. Which is right down here. And let's do a quick save. Let's just do next morning again.
Oh no! The plank you stepped on was a trap. Your leg passed right through it, and now you are very, very stuck. Try as you might, you cannot dislodge yourself. You hear a noise. Someone or something is approaching you from behind.
You there! Can you? Wait a minute. I know you. You're that thieving little pest who used to reside in Daventry.
Damn it, Flint.
How kind of you to recognize me.
And just what are you doing here in Kalima?
Oh, this and that. At the moment, I'm getting my own back.
I beg your pardon?
Imagine my surprise when, having come home from a hard day's work,
Mugging, you mean?
I find that my treasure had been robbed and my food stolen.
Are you claiming either were yours to begin with?
I went a bit hungry yesterday, but I'm willing to forgive. I happen to know that you're carrying some most expensive items, including that which you stole from me. I give you a choice. Either you hand over some treasure, or I start cutting. I've already had a go at the ropes on the other side, so should you survive the impact once I have cut both ends here, I doubt the remainder will hold your dangling weight. Oh, yes. You could start it by throwing me those lovely gems you're carrying.
Okay, so he wants the gems. Fuck that.
You wrap your gems up tight in the cloth.
What's he gonna do? Get to the other side? Yeah.
Now, if you want your treasure, then you help me.
Not a chance. I'm not coming anywhere near you.
Fine. Then you stay where you are, and the treasure stays over there.
Oh, he mad. He big mad.
It seems that your ultimatum has caused a conflict of interest for the dwarf. While he does not want to help you, his greed is demanding to be immediately satisfied. Having nothing else to do at present, you muse that kleptomania might be an inherent quality in dwarves in general.
It is.
You notice the fraying ropes on the mountain end of the bridge. They are unraveling. He really did have a go at them earlier.
Well,
Let's goad him.
Just leave you there. Wait until you die, and then come back. You will not be a problem to me when you are dead.
by which time the bridge will have fallen. You have done a good job on those ropes over there.
While muttering something inaudible, the dwarf throws you his knife. You catch it deftly, realizing that whatever you're going to do, you'd better do it fast.
We're going to pull an Indiana Jones here.
The exposed support rope.
What are you doing? You're crazy.
Like a fox.
To your onslaught, you hold on tight and brace yourself for the inevitable. Upon impact, the collision shatters the plank that held your leg in place, and you're again free to move. You also discover that your entire body really hurts now.
All right. No. I want... Oh, no, we got to climb. Okay. There we go. Climb. Phew.
You've made it to the other side safely. Of course, you have no way of getting back. Not that it concerns you at this point.
You could at least give me back my knife.
Yeah. Eat dung.
It serves you right for stealing from Daventry's magic chest.
Okay, so we are done with the dwarf. In fact, let's go ahead and save here. Now, I want to say... So we need to put these in order. I know that. I remember that much, and I want to say that it's clockwise.
You push the gem firmly into the indentation.
I'm pretty sure it's clockwise. Oh, and let's go ahead and give it a new save. Because there's a couple of other things we want to do while we're here, because there's some cute little references.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
So we get a bunch of different choices here. Let's first off go to the... We're going to try them all, of course. Galactic Realm. Because they're all going to be hilarious.
You have opted to leave your galaxy in favor of another. Enjoy yourself, space jockey.
Man, so that for those of you who don't know, that is the beginning of Space Quest 1, the VGA remake, and they just did the sprite with Graham's head instead of Roger's. That was fantastic. It has been a very long time since I've seen these. Okay, crap. Okay. It won't let me skip this dialogue.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
So yeah, we're going to have to sit through that dialogue each time, but it'll be worth it. Metro Realm. This is, I think, Police Quest? Yep.
You have opted to spend the rest of your life in the most uncivilized world you can conceive.
So that is the Police Quest 1 VGA remake. It's just going to go to all the different Sierra titles. The cycle of this life is complete now and forever. Speak, my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
And hey, at least the music is really good. So it's not quite so terrible to sit through it. And it's not terribly long. It's, what, 30 seconds or so? Past Realm. I forget which one this is. We'll find out. Oh! Just back to King's Quest 1 VGA. The last game.
Go back into your past and try things differently. Enjoy the next year, Graham. You've lived it all before.
The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Yeah, and this poor door has been sitting here for fucking ever.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
Okay, so we want to go to the Tower Realm, so we're going to go instead to the Lizard Realm. And this is going to be Leisure Suit Larry. Yep, Leisure Suit Larry 1 VGA.
This is the life, a world of wine, women, and a quaint little term called precautions.
All right.
The cycle of this life
Yeah.
now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
Okay, so let's see. What is the Future Realm? Okay, yeah, this is King's Quest 5.
Have opted to skip a large part of your life, eager to get it over with.
Yeah, so that one was King's Quest 5, which we'll get to eventually.
The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
So, Tower Realm. All right. We are now in that lovely old realm. Shit.
The undercurrent pulls you under. The last thing.
So I'm a dumbass. I'm thinking back to the original. Sorry, we've got to do this sequence one more time. In the original, you get the net there.
The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever.
I'll wait until it's done talking.
And my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
Okay, so in the original one, you've got to get the net there. In this version, you come with the net. I had forgotten that. So let's go ahead and save now. Tower. Because this is the Tower Realm. So let's go fishing.
You cast
Well, we got it the first time. Wow.
Upon retrieving it, you see that you have caught a large golden fish. It falls from the net and flops helplessly on the beach.
So, in the original one, I remember in the first video I said that you can kill it and eat it. So we're going to do that.
You plunge your sword into
There we go.
the fish, instantly killing it. You notice that its flesh is also a bright golden color.
So grab the fishy.
A few pieces of the fish's flesh.
But this also does not get us the best
You feel
score.
a very odd sensation running through your entire body.
We are fishy. Sploosh. So that was a reference to the book that said eating fish can have weird effects. So let's go back because we don't want to kill it. Let's go fishing again. Not this time. Let's try again.
You cast the net into
There we
the
go.
sea.
Yoink.
The flopping fish. Its mouth is wide open and its gills are extended. With great difficulty, you hold the fish as it twists and turns in your hands.
And okay, I guess we just
You toss
there we
the
go.
fish back into the tranquil sea.
Thank you for not killing me. For your kindness, I will gladly take you across to the other side of this vast sea.
Yeah, even though we caught you, you know, it's thanking us for not killing it.
Slide
Whatever.
over the fish's scaly back. You hold on tight as the fish swims far out to sea.
So this is sort of a reference to other King's Quests in, or is it Eco Quest I'm thinking of? I think it's one. I think it might be 5 and Eco Quest, but I could be wrong. Eco Quest, I'm pretty sure, which we'll eventually play. So if you notice, we had 161 when we killed the fish. We have 163 for not killing it. So let's go ahead and save. We need to take a quick look-see around the whole island, because we need to collect some things here that were not in the original game. Sorry, it's been a few years, so... there we go.
Some writing has appeared in the sand. It reads,
It would appear that you, my dear, are here indeed to help me. Walk to this sand and place your hand upon these words, and you'll see.
you place your palm upon the words in the sand.
Oh, God!
You notice some more writing in the sand near the portal. It reads,
You may return, but pause to learn a way to flee this cursed place. My end draws near, so hurry, dear, and come swift to me in haste.
Grab that.
the beautiful stone of quartz.
And, ooh, there's coconuts. Let's climb.
You will
Yep, climb higher, okay.
you remove an ample-sized coconut from the bunch growing in the treetop.
A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you. Oh, sorry, wrong game. That's Leisure Suit Larry 3. So let's go ahead and take a look-see here. This is another patch. What's this say?
These symbols are depicted in the sand. Perhaps each one represents an action that must be performed in order to establish an escape route from this strange place.
So coconut, water, and poured over these words. Okay. So we've got our coconut. It looked like it was sliced in half. No, come on. That one. Slicey dicey.
Of your sword, you slice the coconut clean in half.
And now pour.
Milk spills
There we
from the
go.
coconut when you cut it in half. Consequently, it contains nothing that could be poured over the symbols.
Ah, okay. Well, then get some water.
You fill the half coconut with briny water from the magenta sea.
And pour it over that.
Well done, my dear. You've come so near. A king's quest is soon to end. But if now you go, alone you know, our broken path would ne'er mend.
Suddenly, the sand begins swirling again. In place of the poem appears yet another portal.
So this one we are not going to go into, because that'll take us out of here. That's for later.
Twin lion statues are situated on either side.
Okay, so we've got this. So we need to put two things in here. First, the stone, the quartz.
As you place the quartz stone into the shallow hole, you hear it lock into place.
And then there's a ring, and we got this ring back in Hagatha's place.
The gold object fits perfectly into the door's outer rim. Suddenly, the statues rumble to life.
The truth you will find for one satisfy, for the other can only be mine. These words will provide you the means to get by. My companion soul shall see you dying.
Okay, so it's the, lions of truth or falsehood.
If you were to ask my companion if he knows the way through this door, he would answer, no. The first gave birth to all life. The second allows it to thrive. The third sustains all that wander it. The fourth will once a day hide. If you were to ask my companion if he knows the way through this door, he would answer, yes. The first carries all manner of weather. The second gives cause to be burned. The third is shallow, as it can be deep. The fourth, to bear fruit, must be turned.
Okay, so clearly the one on the right is telling the truth, because if the one on the left said, if you ask my brother, he'll say, if he knows the way, and he'll say no. And the other one says yes, if you say, so that means the one on the right's lying, because if he says yes, he knows his way in, and that the other one says no, then clearly the one on the left is lying. So we need to do, it was, so cloud, fire or sun, water, and earth. So, cloud, fire, water, earth. Yay! We did it. And unlike the original, I don't know if you can fall, but it's not nearly as easy as it was. Oh, goodness, a lion. So, for the lion, there's actually 3 solutions to this one. The first is you can kill it. So let's go ahead and do that. Die, lion!
With one mighty heave of your sword, you fatally wound the large lion. He slumps to the floor.
The second is we give him the ham.
Hungrily, the lion gulps down the smoked ham in one enormous bite. Seconds later, he falls fast asleep like a helpless kitten.
The third, however, is actually the best way of doing it. This is slightly different from the original. We have that lovely disenchantment emerald from earlier, and there's sunlight going over the tail.
Distancing yourself from the lion as much as possible, you hold the emerald in such a way that the window's light passes through it and shines directly onto his tail. Instantly, something begins to happen.
I cannot tell you how much I appreciate what you just did for me.
You are welcome. Who are you?
At one time, I was Hagatha's suitor, when we were both much younger. Believe it or not, she was quite attractive in her day. But during the course of our relationship, I fell in love with another woman. In a jealous rage, Haxxor transformed me into a lion to guard this door for the rest of my life. I have seen, or rather heard, many a pretty damsel spend the last of her days inside that room. Incidentally, I presume you have found the exit from this strange island?
Yes, but...
Then I shall bid you farewell. It is awfully drafty in here. Strange, I didn't notice that when I was covered in cat hair.
So yeah, that's very different from the original. But a good, cute thing. I liked it. So there's something on the ground here.
Scoop the tuft of orange fur into your hand.
So, this is a really cute way of doing it. If you remember earlier, we grabbed that youth potion from the antique shop owner, and in that general book of knowledge, it said adding animal hair to potions can have weird effects. And this is right around the time that the second Harry Potter movie came out, where they're making a polyjuice potion, and Hermione accidentally adds cat hair to hers, thinking it was Millicent Boldstrel's. Is that the last name? Millicent was the first name. I remember that much. So we're going to add that in.
Push the tuft of cat fur into the vial. It quickly dissolves into the blue liquid.
So that way we've got a backup to deal with Hagatha. All right, we've got Valenice there having a snooze. Let's wake her.
Unfortunately, it only seems like a fairy tale. The maiden doesn't respond to your kiss. Her sleep appears to be somewhat deeper than usual. You suspect a magical influence.
Crap. Okay, let's try the emerald. That'll dispel this sleep.
As you hold the emerald over the girl, you realize that the light from the window does not penetrate this part of the room.
Ugh, fine. Okay, so let's save one more time. And we're going to push over the mirror. Okay, almost. Let's adjust the mirror. There we go.
You hold the emerald between the ray of light and the sleeping maiden. At first, nothing happens. Then she stirs. The radiant light streams through the emerald and dispels the sleeping enchantment instantly.
Hello, Graham.
Hello. I think you have me at a disadvantage, my lady.
Oh, of course. My name is Valenice. I've been watching you.
Watching me? But how?
In my sleep, from the moment you arrived in Kalima.
The lines in the sand. Those were your words?
This is a strange place, filled with much strong magic. Once you arrived, I discovered a way to communicate to you from my sleep. I hope you found my words to be of some aid.
Indeed I did, my lady. My heart was warmed greatly when you expressed your longing to see me.
I have come to learn a great deal about you, Graham, of your nobility and bravery. I know why you came here, and how truly deep your feelings are for me. I want you to know that I have come to feel the same way for you.
Something about the way she looks at you speaks 1,000 words. She loves you, Graham. She really loves you.
All right, let's get a kissy. Oh yeah.
This is a dream. This moment could not be better.
Uh-oh.
Now, isn't this nice?
Hagatha.
What a pretty pair. I hope you're enjoying each other's company, since you won't be doing a great deal else for much longer.
Uh-oh.
Why, you...
Which?
I'm sure it would have rhymed.
Yeah.
I will not be so spoken to by the likes of you.
Space Quest 4 reference.
Despise her. What has Valenice ever done to you?
She has the attention of men all over the land. Attention that once had all been mine. I won't allow her to take it away from me.
I think you should just allow the two of us to go.
And why would I want to do that?
We would leave your realm together, never to return. then you would have all the attention you could ever want again.
Nice try, my pretty fly. But you are caught in my web now. And besides, the father would not want you returning and interrupting his search.
The father? Is he one of your male admirers?
You think that the father is one of my admirers? You silly boy. How naive you are, not to even realize that the man in charge of your own army is the man who wishes you destroyed.
Oh, really now? Okay, so she is cackling inanely. Let's tempt her with the potion that we have poisoned.
I have something that might interest you. A youth potion, brewed from a nightingale, no less.
You have it? Well, don't just stand there, you foolish boy. Give it to me. Yes, this is it. I thought I'd never see it again. At last, I have the finished youth potion in my hands. Look at me. I am so beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, what have you done to me?
Just giving you a taste of your own medicine.
How could you? I'll never be able to show my face anywhere. And I have fleas. How bad is it? Let me see.
Let's give her a glance.
Agatha's body is nowhere to be seen. I wonder where she went.
How odd.
You'd love to walk hand.
Yes.
I beg your pardon?
You were trying to think of the best way to ask me to marry you. As I said, I have seen you in my dreams ever since you arrived in Kalima, and I have come to feel for you the way I know you feel about me. So the answer to your question is yes.
But I haven't asked you yet.
There is a far better question you could ask, such as, where shall we be wed? In your kingdom or mine?
Yours. There is something I must attend to in Daventry that may ruin the occasion otherwise.
Whatever you decide, my dear.
Aww.
You manage to break open the door. The two of you venture to the smaller island, where the portal still swirls expectantly. As you step through it, you find yourself wondering where it will teleport you.
So, I think you can actually do that after you've woken her, but I'm not certain. It's been a long time since I've tried it.
Agatha's cave.
How did we end up here?
I've no idea.
Well, let's grab this.
Inquisitively, you pick up the glass dome to inspect it more closely. Astounding. Within the dome's wall of glass is contained the entire island realm, quartz tower and all.
Why ever would you want to take that?
This item denied you of your freedom. It is only right that you may do as you please with it. Or you could accept it as a wedding gift.
Valanice takes the dome from your hand.
I shall keep it as a reminder that, regardless of what transpires from this point on, I have experienced worse.
Unfortunate.
Let's see if there's anything else in the cloak. Nope. Okay. Then let's go. Ah! Count Caldor.
Visit the cave. You notice that it is night already. Also, the two of you seem to have some company.
Beautiful night, yes?
Yes, certainly. To what do we owe the, pleasure of your visit?
Why, King Graham, surely you do not still think of me as the enemy? You destroyed. It would have been a simple enough thing to do. No, I have come only to ask a question of you, if I may.
Of course. And what would this question be?
I wish to know, have either of you ever seen a wedding ceremony performed and orchestrated by a high highly experienced and rather exceptional mage.
Not really.
I cannot say that I...
Well then, prepare yourselves. I promise you both that this will be a night to remember.
Thank you, Bilbo Baggins. Oh, everybody's here. Even the naked guy that we freed.
Colima, it is my desire to be reinstated as your custodian and protector, if you will still have me.
The crowd is silent. Then a murmur.
And even the dwarf has a little leash. Nice.
And support.
Very well. Therefore, with the power and authority you have reinvested in me, I wish to conduct the ceremony of these two deserving people who have chosen to join together in marriage. Behold!
Oh my. I see we're going for Beauty and the Beast style castle transformation. Aw, King Neptune. And King Edward. Sweet. Everybody's here.
King Graham of Daventry, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love and to hold, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Lady Valenice, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband, to love and to hold, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you have a wedding band?
Yes, it is a gift from Anastasia's parents.
It's got a little bit of tomb ick on it, but, you know, otherwise it's perfectly good.
And wife,
Aw.
I think you know what comes next.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd's jubilance reaches a new height. The people of Colima seem only too eager to rejoice in your newfound happiness.
I cannot thank you enough for your service to me in ensuring the safety of my family. Without the Brotherhood's moral decadence of old, the people of Colima can finally move forward.
And I will not forget the chance you have given my husband and I to spend an eternity together.
Your kindness will always be remembered.
Your valor and bravery shall echo in the Mer people's songs for ages to come.
The legacy of your homeland lives on, due to your exemplary honor.
Now, King Graham, it is time for you to take your bride to her new home.
But my ship, my crew...
I have sent them home already. By now, they will have notified everyone of your imminent arrival.
Imminent arrival?
Trust me.
Ooh, teleportation.
I wish you all the best, both of you.
Give my regards to the father.
As the vapor subsides, a deafening roar erupts from the audience. All have come to bear witness to your return and the coronation of your new bride.
Oh, yeah.
Come back, your majesty, and may I say, never have I seen a more beautiful and stunning bride than the one you have returned with. I trust you found your journey through Colima void of peril or incident.
Told me of your treachery. Who are you? Why do you call yourself the father? What are you searching for?
You need only know this. You would do best not to treat one like I in such a manner.
I must, with much regret, inform you all of a great treachery in our fair land. This man, he who has sworn loyalty to Daventry and its crown, is a traitor. He has conspired to have me slain away from home with the intention of pursuing his own insidious ambitions here.
The dastard.
You have made a terrible mistake, you know.
Guard, halt. Stand back.
Prepared to fight for your life, are you? And with an old fool's sword. Be warned. You do not know who you are facing. Your ignorance shall destroy you. On guard.
Oh yeah, sword battle. Get him, Graham. And I get it. Like, I get why they didn't animate this. That would be a real bitch to do for a fan project.
It is over.
And it works. The tableaus work. Uh-oh. Oh shit.
Thrice now I curse, and from the first, your family shall feel the worst. Soon shall you see they'll surely be in the most dire jeopardy. Then as your foe, 'tis I who will sow the spell to cause your heart to slow. And for my shame, for you the same, over Daventry your heirs shall reign.
So those are all references to later King's Quests.
Who was that man?
I don't know, but I will find out someday. I swear it.
Listen, we will deal with any curses as we find them, or as they find us. Come, you must show me.
Damn, you can see titty and all. Like, you can see serious nip on her, well, from her perspective, left bosom.
Later.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the end of King's Quest 2, Romancing the Stones, the remake by AGDI. A really good remake, better than the original in my opinion. Though the original still has a lot of charm to it. This just kind of expands upon it. I had talked about starting King's Quest 3 tonight, but it's getting late. I've been streaming for 2 hours now, and I've got a long day tomorrow. So I think we're going to call it a night here. This took a bit longer than I was expecting. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will eventually do more of the King's Quests. Well, all of the Sierra games. Not just the King's Quest series, but Space Quest, King's Quest, Leisure Suit Larry, Police Quest, Lorabo, a bunch of the others, Eco Quest. We'll do as many as we can. And a nice little song to go with it, too. Oh, yeah. So we're going to just go to the end of the credits at the very least. I want to say that we were down 2 points. I think we are. Which I'm not sure where we missed, but oh well. All characters perform their own stunts. Nice. No animals except for a Wookiee were harmed during the making of this game. King Edward appears courtesy of Daventry Resurrection Incorporated. Daventry torched by Flamethrowers United. Man, that's great. Yeah, and used with permission. They did get permission for these remakes. Which I'm really glad they did, because they're fantastic. So, yeah, this is version 3.1c, I think. The original came out in 2003, but the last revision was 2010, so... I think it gives the score, doesn't it? Give me the score, please.
You scored less than 185
Damn it.
points.
Yep.
We encourage you to play again and try for the top score. Thanks for playing. We hope you enjoyed King's Quest II, Romancing the Stones.
So yeah, that was King's Quest II, Romancing the Stones. A fun game. We'll definitely be doing some others. I want to thank you all for joining me for this, even if it's at a later date and time. And see you next time. Haxxor 91 out.